This year, Kurds and Iranians celebrate the beginning of the Newroz, New Year, while facing an extensive political, economic, and social crisis. The people of Iran are living in unforgiving times with high unemployment and widespread poverty throughout the country. The situation is even more saddening when considering that Iran has an enormous potential of wealth due to its vast resources. However, instead of investing these resources in its people, the Islamic regime uses their wealth to export its Islamic revolution and terrorism in order to destabilize the Middle East. Last year, we witnessed how the Islamic regime once more displayed its neglect towards international law and its charters of human rights. Instead of encouraging reforms to resolve the social and economic problems of the country, the regime systematically did the opposite. The widespread discrimination and marginalization of ethnic and religious minorities, especially the Kurds, was more apparent than ever. On a regional level, wherever in the Middle East there is instability or even civil war, the hand of Islamic regime is present. The examples of these hostile acts are many. The act of terrorism conducted by the Islamic regime against the headquarters of the Kurdistan Democratic Party of Iran while its Central Committee was in session on September 2018 with ballistic missiles portrayed just how far the regime are willing to go to harm its opposition. Moreover, the attack was an act of terrorism committed outside of Iran, clearly a violation of international law. In the aftermath, leaders of the Islamic regime proudly took responsibility for the horrendous act, and the United States of America strongly condemned the terrorist act at the United Nations Security Council meeting. Sadly, when it comes to political interaction with Iran, the international community seems to only take interest in the Iranian nuclear program, therefore, unfortunately, close to all matters concerning the well-being of the people and the protection of the basic human rights are overshadowed. We strongly encourage the international community to pay more attention to the harsh reality facing the people of Iran, and that it shows more support to its civil society and its democratic movement. We believe that as long as the Islamic regime stays in power, the Middle East will neither enjoy any peace and stability, nor will the people of Iran ever receive their basic democratic, human, social, and economic rights. During the past several months, the Islamic regime has utterly shown its brutal nature. Its undemocratic parliamentary election, a shame in itself, was boycotted by a majority of the voters, displaying the vast distrust towards the rulers. Furthermore, the regime displays its deceitfulness and disregard for human life when downing the Ukrainian passenger plane. In recent weeks, we have witnessed the irresponsible way the outburst of the coronavirus has been managed, a crisis that has resulted in the loss of hundreds of lives. The honorable struggle of Iranian and Kurdish people for their rights during the past 4 decades, founded on humanism and a solid wish for democracy, has gone through different phases. The struggle has now reached a phase where the support for its cause is widespread throughout the country. This reality will undoubtedly not only be beneficial for the Iranian people in general and the Kurdish people in particular, but it will also have a positive effect on the stability and security in entire Middle East. Due to these facts, it's the duty of international community to support the democratic movement in Iran, especially since its representatives claim to work for regional stability as well as regional and global peace and the promotion of democracy in the third world. Hence, it is the responsibility of the international community to support the democratic movement in Iran so that the people can transform their country into a responsible partner for security and stability on a regional and global level. The Kurdistan Democratic Party believes there is reason to feel a strong sense of urgency in regards to the harsh situation facing the people of Iran. We hope that the struggle of the people, in light of the new year and with the support of international community, will gain a promising and sustainable momentum. Finally, Iran is a multi-ethnic and diverse society. With this in mind, the best functioning solution is to establish a federative, decentralized, reliable, and accountable system of governing that guarantee the participation of all the ethnic groups in the future political establishment. Thank you and happy Newroz.